Hello, hello. Whiskey Cactus here. We are back with more Trails in the Sky, second chapter. Let me, there we go. Get this rolling. Alright, so we are in the Herb Scenic route. We just found Ren. She was missing. We found her. She is with us. See? There's Ren. There's Ren. She's no. Ren. She's right there. She's there. There she is. There she is. Hey, Ren. We found Ren. We gotta take her back to the place with the thing and the stuff and the people. Take her back to the guild so that she can be safe while we try to find her parents, because her parents went off to do business and they left her at the villa, which is kind of weird. Not really sure why they do that. That seems like bad parenting, but that, you know, it is what it is, I guess. So we're gonna wait for them. Hopefully we'll be able to track them down. That would be ideal. But, you know, we also got important stuff to do, like... yes, you are. It's Philip. Huh? Oh my, Philip. How have you been? Your concern does me too much credit, Your Highness. I hope you and Miss Estelle are well. Have you been to the villa recently? Yeah, we were just there. We found Dunn in there. He was, bitching about being under house arrest, and you weren't back with his donuts yet. We have, actually. You were, busy in the capital, I take it. Yes, I was making some purchases on the orders of His Highness the Duke. Did you, perchance, encounter His Highness while you were at the villa? Yeah, we did. He was still a dick. Yeah, we encountered him, alright. We wanted to be nice and say hello. It's been some time since the, unpleasantness. From your expressions, I take it he said something thoughtless to you once again? As his retainer, you have my utmost apologies. Oh, you don't need to apologize for him, Philip. I have to admit, I was a little worried when I heard he was placed under house arrest. He seems to be taking it well, however. It's kind of you to say so. Now I feel I must be off, if you pardon me, Your Highness. How about, I would like one of those donuts, actually. Sounds pretty good. Take some donuts. Guess Philip's job is even harder now. He's been taking care of Dunnan since Dunnan was young, right? He's been Dunnan's retainer for the past 20 years, from what Grandmother tells me. I believe he was a member of the Royal Guard before then. Wait, really, Philip? Wow, I guess you really can't judge by looks. Huh. You really shouldn't underestimate him. Even I can tell he's not just an old guy. Just any old guy. Huh? What do you mean, Ren? Oh, you know, like how he can walk with his eyes closed. I sure couldn't do that. I think they're just narrowed, Ren, not closed. I mean, you noticed how he opens his eyes when surprised, right? Really? I didn't. I want to see. Maybe I can get a good look if I surprise him next time. Oh, Ren, you precocious small child. Precocious small child. Alright, so this is Gransel's this way. Okay, good. Going back to Gransel. And, we'll check with the guild, see if there's any new jobs. Since we did a main story event, and it usually is a proc for new, listings to pop up. So we'll see how that goes. And here we are. Back in Grand Cell. Okay, let's get back to the guild. We need to talk to Elnan about Ren. There's that, but our army contact should be showing up soon. You didn't forget about that, right? Oh, for crying out. What's wrong? You said you were gonna show me to this guild place, right? Well, milady, please lend me your hand. I, Olivier Lenheim, shall have the honor of escorting you. No, thank you. I'd rather Miss Estelle to show me. My disappointments are ceaseless. Oh, Olivier. Sorry, Olivier, no luck. Come on, Ren, I'll show you the Bracer Guild. Yay. Bracer Guild, Bracer Guild. Bracer Guild. Here we are. We're back, Elnan. Oh, hey, guys. Hi, Estelle. Hello again, Miss Bright. We seem to be running into each other quite a bit these days. Also, I am fucking exhausted. Look at my eyes. Well, hey there, Colonel Sid. Thought the old man might send you, Sid. You're back from Leston Fortress, I see. That's right. I just arrived here a little while ago on one of our patrol ships. I apologize for the wait. Also, I didn't sleep at all. No, it's okay. We actually take two. We actually had a little job of our own to take care of. Speaking of which, would that young lady be? Oh, right, yeah. She has some stuff went down, so we had to bring her along. Hey, Ren. We've got some things we need to talk about with the army man. Can you go wait on the second floor? Oh, is this work stuff? Because, you know, my parents abandoned me for work stuff, so I kind of have a thing about it. Yeah, sorry. Oh, I guess I don't mind. You're just like Papa. It's always work, work, work. I don't really like that very much. Aw. Ren, right? Do you want to talk for a little while? I want to get to know you. With you? Well, okay, I guess we could. Aww. Ren and Tita are friends. Bye, guys. Precocious small children. Yeah, saved by the Tita. Well, your report on the situation can wait for now. Let's hear out Colonel Sid first. It's Lieutenant Major Sid. Thank you very much. Sure. Lay it on us, Sid. Or Lieutenant Colonel Sid, whatever. Thank you. I'm in a hurry myself. Also, I am so tired. So, this is an official request from the Royal Army. There's a series of incidents we'd like you to investigate. Incidents? Why does the way you say that make me shiver a bit? You're aware of the Non-Aggression Pact, yeah? I'm afraid threatening letters have been delivered to all parties involved in the signing. Well, that's not good. Someone's threatening the treaty? That's not good at all. What did the letters say exactly? Please have a look. To all parties involved in the Non-Aggression Pact, immediately back down from this act of deceit and false compromise. Should you not, a great disaster will be visited upon you. What in the... Yeah, that's the threat, alright. Is this the whole thing? Yes, that's the entire thing. As you may have noticed, there is no name or any other indication of a sender. Normally, I'd simply dismiss it as a prank, however. However, something about the situation makes you believe it's more than a bad joke, yes? Yes, it's the volume of letters sent, you see. First arrived at Leston Fortress. Copies were then sent to the Airship Company, Grancel Cathedral, Hotel Roenbaum, and the Liberal News Service. Then, copies arrived at both the Erebonian and Calvard embassies, the Herb Royal Villa, and even Grancel Castle itself. 9 letters in total. Who'd send that many letters? Yeah, that'd be a lot of work for a prank in poor taste. I can see why the army would start to get concerned. I don't get it, though. The Airship Company, the Liberal News, the friggin' hotel, and a church? They don't seem to have anything to do with the signing. You're not totally unrelated, to be honest. The Airship Company shall be sending out charter vessels to ferry the Imperial and Republican officials here. They will, of course, be staying at their own bomb. Furthermore, the church, or specifically Archbishop Current of the Cathedral, has been asked to be an observer at the signing. And the Liberal News has been preparing a special report on the pact and the signing for weeks. So they are connected somehow. So, do we have any idea who's behind it? Ouroboros. I don't know. Beats me. That could be a difficult question to answer. This is an international matter, meaning anyone from Liberal, Erebonia, or Calvard could be responsible. Yes, the Warhawks in either the Empire or the Republic for starters. Could even be someone from another country entirely who isn't happy to see all 3 countries working together. Of course, there are plenty of suspects in Liberl as well. And we can't forget the obvious answer, the Society. Thank you, Estelle. So what exactly do you want us to investigate there, Sid? Right then, the mission. We would like for you to investigate all the locations that have received the letters and see if anyone has any further leads. Minus Leston and Herb, that is, we'll handle those. The other 7 locations are yours. So the Airship Company, Gransel Cathedral, Hotel Rombom, the Liberal News, Erebonian Embassy, Calvardian Embassy, and Gransel Castle. That'll involve a bit of walking. More to the point, uniformed soldiers asking around would attract a great deal of unwanted attention. Now that you lack an intelligence division, it makes sense to ask the Guild to help investigate such matters. As embarrassing as the situation is, you're exactly right. Without a functional intelligence division, we're very limited in what we can do. However, the new general plan from the top brass is to have the Guild help us with as many tasks as possible. This is simply one case of that. Oh, really? Thanks a heap, Dad. Yeah, that's about what I'd expect from the old man. Must admit, it was my request to ask for you, however. I've been placed in charge of the defense of the capital region until the signing ceremony. I would like as much information as I can possibly obtain in order to prepare a proper defense. Excuse me. Can I ask you to take this job? Yeah, you can. We're really kind of hip deep in another case at this point. That girl, right? Let us hear your report on that situation now. I see. Yes, an abandoned child is a problem you cannot simply ignore. Why would anyone do such a thing? It's kind of freaking me out too. I actually met her parents once briefly. They seemed like this really thoughtful, loving couple. They adore Ren from what I saw. I have to think something really, really serious happened to them to make them leave her. Possibly. They may have gotten entangled in something and wanted to keep their child out of it. I do see an opportunity to kill 2 birds with 1 stone, however. Ren and her parents are foreigners, remember? You'll need to inquire at the hotel and the embassies regardless. I think I know where you're going with this. It just so happens they got threatened. We'd want to check with the airship company too, come think. Put out a general alert to all army posts to watch for her parents as well. Should they pass through any of the gate checkpoints, we should know. Thanks, Colonel. Sounds like you can take the job after all. Colonel, you may leave the investigation itself to us. I presume you'll want the final report in paper and in person, however. Yeah. Sounds good. Meet me at the Herb Royal Villa. Sounds like a plan. Estelle, Zin, Olivier, and Chloe. The embassies, Gransel Castle, and Liberl News. Alright, so no agate. It's okay, we're going out shopping. Don't get lost. Please don't get lost. This is how lost children get lost again. You were the one who said she wanted to look at the stuffed animals. Okay. It'll be cool. Tita's with her. Alright. Do not go missing. I swear to God if you two go missing. Sorry, I swear to Adios if you two go missing. Yeah, they sure did. Yeah, it seems very doomy. Very doomy. They're gonna get kidnapped. Feeling Ren might try to drag her into all kinds of stuff. Yeah, maybe. Did you get the names of that kid's parents? She eventually gave them. Her father is a trader from Crossbell by the name of Harold. Harold and Sophia Hayworth are their names. Alright, class. You have homework. You have homework. Get out your notebooks. Get out your pencils. Scribble down Harold and Sophia Hayworth from Crossbell. Okay? That's your homework. Trader from Crossbell, Harold and Sophia Hayworth. Okay, got it written down. See, Estelle wrote it down. You guys also got to write it down. I got it too. Alright, let's get this investigation started. Alright, we're going to the embassies, Grancel Castle, and the Liberal News. I sure do have an in for that. I got Nile. Have fun, Agate. Alright, is there anything new? Oh, okay, well, hold on. Time to get questioning, then. Where should we start? Don't think it matters too much. If you want to go to the Calvardian Embassy, you've got a free pass with me around. I can introduce you to Elsa whenever. I, of course, can get us into the Erebonian Embassy. They should be glad to escort us if I introduce myself at the gate. Of course, I rather doubt it'll be very hard for me to get us into Grancel Castle, considering, you know, it's my house. Might be wise to simply go straight there and speak with grandmother. Kinda doubt the Liberal News will give us any trouble either, so let's just pick a direction and go. Sweet. Alright, so we got Zin. Should probably juice him up a bit. Where's the Orbital Factory? No. Where's the Orbital Factory? That's the arms and weapons and shit store. Also, we can equip Zin. He's got new weapons and things. Not really worth it. Alright, well, okay. It's the Orbital Factory. Yeah. Alright, let's upgrade slot for Zin. We can upgrade some of these. They should be pretty cheap. He's not going to be... Yeah, he's not going to be very expensive at all. He is definitely not a big magic user. Ah, fuck it. Might as well just go all in on him. There we go. He's done. Olivier, what are you looking at? 150. We don't have enough. Chloe, what are you looking at? You're done. Okay, good. So it's just Olivier now that we're working on. I think Agate's done. Tita might not be done, but that's okay. Alright, so other thing I want to do. Let me go back into the guild. And I want to check the bulletin board. There is a new one. Alright. Missing exhibit. A bit ago, one of our exhibits was removed by someone. Not a particularly valuable item, so it's likely just a prank. I would like to see. Okay. Is it Phantom Thief B again? Is that motherfucker doing stuff again? Is that motherfucker doing more motherfucking stuff? I think he is. I think he very well might be. Let's check in on Anton. Anything new in your world, bud? Sure seem to be yawning an awful lot while I'm trying to pour my heart out to you. You're a friend, suffer with me. Good weather today again. Also, you know they're going to be in here, right? They're definitely in here. There they are. Oh, Estelle. Do you need to take care of Ren? Yeah, leave it to me. Got lots of places I want to go with Ren. Just don't get lost. Okay, good luck with your work. Ren, so this is where you were. Hi, Estelle. Hey, which stuffed animal do you like? I think that rabbit's pretty cute. Really? What a coincidence. I think the bunny's the cutest, too. Look at these stuffed animals reminds me of Annalise. Wonder what she's doing now. Annalise? She's a bracer like me, but she's a lady who loves stuffed animals. I'm sure you two would get along, Ren. Will I get to meet this lady? She's out of the capital on work right now, but you might meet her at some point. When is some point? Tomorrow? The day after? Not quite sure. Aww. Don't make promises to children you can't keep. They'll remember the time you failed them. Alright. Alright, bud. What's up? Is it you? No. Is it you? Nope. Hey, Jimmy. Is it you? Are you the one? You're the one. Okay. Hello there, how can I help you? We're with the Bracer Guild. Alright, give me the card. He left a card, right? I'm certain he left a card. What was stolen? About that. Notice anything off? Yeah, there's a painting missing, it looks like. There is a portrait of the Arcel. Arcel. How could I forget? I saw the portrait myself while touring the capital. Indeed, it was stolen. This card was on the wall. Of course it was. But of course it was. Ho, beauteous princess and her loyal companions, the image of the proud white falcon has fallen into my hands. Should you seek it, then answer my challenge. The first key is in the residence of the aged general. Search the onlooker of time. Him. Again. Great. Alright. Our rivalry burns brighter still. Sounds like Phantom Thief Blue Blanc, alright. You guys told me about him, but I thought you were exaggerating. Oh, we sure do. Alright, so where's the what? Where is the what? Residence of the aged general and onlooker of time. Residence of the aged general. Alright. Residence of the aged general. It's gotta be one of the embassies, right? I don't fucking know. Where's the aged general? It's not gonna be the inn. Could be one of those places. I think it might be the the embassies. It's got to be one of the houses though, right? That would only make sense. All right, hold on. Where am I? So where are the houses? Go to the houses, right? Because it's residence. So it's possible it might be one of the embassies. Oh. Yeah, no, I already have this though. I already have that. It's okay. Well, that's fine. All right, where else is there a house? Over here. Here's a house. If it's not in one of these houses, then it's in one of the embassies, is my guess. Onlooker of time is going to be a clock. Almost certainly a clock. Like a big grandfather clock or something. That's what it seems like to me. Were there houses over here? Nope, that's not a house, that's the hotel. Were there houses in this place? That's the embassy. That's the embassy. There's no houses here. Okay. So we want to go over here and down into this part of the place. There's a bunch of houses here. There's one. Oh, there's like 4 of them. Alright, let's start at the top. Is this a house? This is a house, yeah. Let's check this one. General Morgan's residence. Okay, hold on. This might be the place. It's got a clock. No, he doesn't. Wait, is that a clock? Shit! I thought I had it. Alright, well, hold on. Just kind of check for exclamation points. Oh! Oh, there's a clock right here, okay. Gimme, gimme. What you got for me, bud? Second key is in the city. Seek the symbol perched on the ground. Alright, so we're looking for a bird. Looking for a bird. In the city. Yeah, he came into your house. Uh-huh. Just close up tight at night, just in case. Alright, so outside, we're looking for a bird. Perched on the ground. Alright, we're here. Let's check here. It's probably not going to be... Golden toast. Croissant. I'm assuming it's not a real bird. It could be a real bird, actually. What is going on here? Are those birds gonna be back? Fuck. Coffee. Alright, I don't know. I don't think it's those birds. I don't think those are the birds. That doesn't feel correct. Alright, let's go over here. See if there's anybody over here. It's like a statue of a bird, or like a bird on like a roof or an awning or something. There's a bird. There we go. There you go. What we got next? The third key is in the Foreign Manse. Examine the will of the Blue Knight. That's definitely one of the embassies. Yeah, no, it's one of the embassies. Alright, well, we have to go to the embassies anyway, so let's go do that. What did it say specifically? It said, the Foreign Manse and Will of the Blue Knight. The Blue Knight. That's interesting. Alright. Which one is this, Calvard? Let's try it. Hey, how goes? Oh, Zen? Holy crap. Wasting time in Liberalville again. Something like that. I thought I'd say hello to Elsa, and I have something I need to talk to her about. Well, okay. I haven't seen her leave, so I guess she's around. In we go. Now we're going to explore this place front to back. So I don't know how frequently we're going to be able to go in here. Keep your nose clean. Hear that, Olivier? Again, my heart is assaulted with arrows. How little trust you have in me. Yeah, well. Calvard Embassy. Ooh, magnificent. Well, this is the Calvardian Embassy? Didn't expect it to be quite so fancy. And yet it's a bit exotic as well. I really like it. Well, quite a few people from even farther east have settled in Calvard, you know. They've had an impact on our culture too. Yeah, and a lot of people in Calvard don't like it. Apparently. Anyway, Elsa's office is the furthest room on the second floor. Of course it is. All the way at the back. Hey. Zen. Ooh. Zen and Sandy. Alright, let's check out these rooms. Hey, buddy. Counselor Benicio. Why, if it isn't Zin? Co-workers with the guild. Yeah, we're here about the threat letter. There are a lot of radical groups in the country. Yeah. And the issue of immigration comes up. Is that not what I just said? It'd be interesting to actually delve into that, because, I mean, with Daybreak, that's obviously going to be relevant. Is that Hulk of a man over there Zin? I even need to see your face to know. Thought you were a bear when we first met. Alright, what's on the bookshelf? What do we got? The Doll Knight. Is the Doll Knight... The Blue Knight. There we go. Okay. That felt familiar. So somewhere in here is the clue. I really don't want to read all of this. I'm not going to read it all. Just gonna, like, very briefly skim it. Not actually comprehending anything I'm reading, but... something in here has to be the clue. Like, I'm assuming when I click on it, like, a card is gonna pop out or something, right? This is what Kevin read to the kids in Minoria. It's hard to keep track of which one I've even just clicked on. I sure hope this is the right thing. I think it is, but I'm not... I'm starting to doubt. Oh. There's a card trap, but there we go. Alright. Door has already been opened. Join the Dance of the Valorious. Oh, look what I found. Oh, I get it. Guess this is technically considered Republican territory. It absolutely is a foreign man's. And the Blue Knight is a character from the novel, I think. Jeez, he sure is detail-oriented. Anyway, got a feeling that this next one's the last of them. Dance of the Valorious? Well, now where could that be? I don't know. Anything in here? Anything to loot? No. Why do the beds all face the wall? You guys are fucking psychos, man. Let's do it. Yes, come in. Pardon us, Elsa. Why, Zin Vathek. Hello, hello, come in. Last I heard, you'd returned to Calvard. What's an old dog like you doing back here in Gransel? Huh, well, let's just say this old dog had a trick or two more to show off. I'll likely be here in Liberl for a while. As to be expected of an A-rank bracer, I suppose, you never let up, do you? So who's this with you? Pleasure to meet you, ma'am. I'm Estelle Bright of the Bracer Guild. These are our, assistants, Olivier Lunheim and Chloe Rins. Pleasure, Ambassador. It's a pleasure to meet you, Ambassador. Pleasure is mine. I'm Elsa Cochran, Calvard's Ambassador to Liberl. I get the feeling this is a bit more than a social call, though. No, I'm afraid so. So we asked about the threatening letter. Yes. Helping the Royal Army investigate the matter, then. Technically, yes. Threats of terrorism aren't exactly something a guild can ignore either, though. Do you mind helping us out? Alright, we're well stuck into the situation after all. What would you like to know? All the things. Tell me all the things. Do you have any idea who would have sent the letter? Like, does anyone in the Republic oppose the signing of the pact, or... Of course. There's likely an entire political party devoted to it. You're looking at one, after all. Great! Huh? Elsa, please. Try not to tease the kids too much, yeah? Well, the truth is in. Pretty sure I've chewed your ear off about Erebonia enough for you to know what I think, Well, yes. Haha. Still, Miss Bright, don't misunderstand me. President Rocksmith and Parliament have already approved the pact. Got your notebooks? And write down President Rocksmith. Okay? My personal feelings won't get in the way of my job. Right. Is there anyone else from Calvard who might oppose the pact? An entire political party. They're all tiny groups, though. To be honest, there's no real reason to oppose it anyway. No reason? I don't quite follow. You just said you don't. It's not worth bothering. The pact doesn't have any practical effect. Simply agreeing to the statement, we shall not rely on violence to solve international problems and negotiate instead. It's more of a declaration than anything else, but it is little more than a promise which can be broken without consequence, save a loss of face, no? Precisely. The worst it could do would be to rally other countries against the aggressor. Now, it's true that relations between Erebonia and Calvard have gotten even worse than usual over the past decade. Oh, they sure have. Nah, it'll be fine. So there is some value in establishing Liberl as a place where we can negotiate. But again, who'd bother opposing that? Yeah. Doesn't really seem like the thing you'd send a bunch of threatening letters about. Well, Ambassador Cochrane, if you don't believe someone from Calvard is the perpetrator, then whom do you suspect? Okay, you got a list? You got a paper and a pencil? I'm gonna rattle off some names, Chloe. Well, every single person in Erebonia. My gut, of course, tells me to blame it all on the Erebonians, their militaristic hawk faction, specifically. Do tell, but frankly, even they have that new engine on the line. They aren't so stupid as to cut off their noses to spite their faces. The new engine? Wait, you mean the one from the Arcee? Yeah, remember back when we first met these guys? They were talking about Liberl giving away some tech? Yes, an engineering sample will be provided to both Calvard and Erebonia. It'll happen right after the signing, in fact. Wow. It's to be expected of Queen Alicia. She holds both Empire and Republic in the palm of her hand. Yes, I have to admit she's handled this masterfully. That cutting-edge engine is going to birth a whole new generation of airship designs. Sure is. And Alicia is practically handing it out, so long as you sign this agreement and play nice with it and each other, at least for a while. Even the most testosterone-poisoned ninnies among the Erebonian hawks wouldn't want to miss this chance. Yeah, I guess so. Which means, of course, that the possibility that either the Republic or the Empire interfering directly is pretty low. I want to hear some names, man. Like, I'm ready. I played all of Cold Steel now. I want to drop some names. Indeed, I'm sorry I can't be of more help. No, you were a big help. Just being able to cross suspects off the list helps a lot. Now, speaking of which, though, I'd like to ask you about something else. About Ren's parents. Harold Hayworth, Sophia Hayworth, traders from Crossbell. You wrote that down, didn't you? That was in your notebook. That was your homework. Merchant from Crossbell. Can't say it rings any bells, I'm sorry. He's never visited the embassy, at least. Darn, well, thanks. Do remember that Crossbell sits directly between Erebonia and Calvard, however. Notebooks. This one's important, but this is not the only time you're going to hear about this. I promise you that. You want to take notes on some world building, though. This is like the main driver of plot for like the next 8 games. Crossbell sits directly between Erebonia and Calvard, however. You may want to inquire at the Erebonian embassy as well. Quite welcome. Said your name is Estelle Bright. You wouldn't happen to be Brigadier General Bright's daughter? I sure would. You know Dad? Of course. Heroic vanquisher of the Imperial Army and now the leader of Liberal's Royal Army. Heard he had a daughter, but I didn't expect to meet you like this. Well, I'm just kind of an inexperienced newbie myself, still. You're off to a good start. Alright, well. You take care, Elsa. We will go head over to the other embassy. What's the thing now? An open door and dance of the valorious. Well, valorious means like those with valor. So, I guess the arena, right? That be the arena? Probably. Yeah. Fuck it, we ball. Well, that's certainly it. Open door, there you go. This is our goal. Alright, we're obviously gonna have to fight something. Oh, spooky. Spooky, spooky. There's nobody here. So remember that time, guys? Remember that fucking time when Kurt was here and he was having memory issues and Professor Alba was like right over here looking at him? Remember that? Ah, this is the kind of shit when you go and play it again. You notice. Locked. Alright, we go in here. Out here. Why do I feel like this is a big T-Rap? Kind of nostalgic. Feels like we were here just yesterday. Just standing here as me recalling and admiring the admiring roar of the audience. You were invited to the castle after you won the martial arts competition, right, Estelle? Wish I could have joined you on the field. Well, you're here now. For the thing we're gonna have to fight. Thinking about it, I was still pretty amateurish, but, you know, once this whole thing is cleared up, I'd like to take part in next year's martial arts competition. Test my own ability, for one. That sounds like Cassius' daughter to me. I'd like to join in on the action, too. Yeah, I don't really feel like I'd have a chance against you, Zen. Well, then I shall sing from the seats and cheer you on, Estelle. I will serenade my love for you as mightily as I can. Pass. Fucking cooked him. Oh, shitballs. We got monsters. Alrighty. Pity we lack an audience. Oh, no, we don't. I promise you we don't lack an audience. I promise you he's there somewhere. Alright, let's take care of these little dudes first. Oh, yikes. Okay, this is not going to be great. Let's punch thing. Alright. We're going to need to not be constantly getting frozen. Constantly getting frozen is not going to be an ideal situation. Alright. Okay. Okay. Mm-hmm. We gonna thaw out ever? Or, okay. The whole team's frozen. Love that for me. We gotta thaw out. Don't freeze me again. God fucking Christ. I mean, I'm just gonna lose, right? I'm just very definitely gonna lose. I mean, I can't win. We're gonna have to, like, full on. We're definitely gonna have to do this, for sure. And then it's probably weak to fire, I would guess. I don't know that I have much fire. So let's just go with Soul Blur. Yeah, he's weak to fire. These little guys aren't weak to fire. But let's take care of the big guy first. You're gonna need to snipe shot him. And then, what arts do you have? You have mostly earth arts, right? Yeah. You're not really an arts guy. Yeah, we just gotta go full in on this dude. We got Sturm. Just make sure he can't... Nobody can cast anything. Do you have fire? You do. Firebolt. Go for it. I don't care if it's a waste. Flare arrow? No, that's not that much better. Go for Hellgate on these little dudes. He's gone. There we go. Alright. I think we got it now. Never mind. Critical. There we go. It's fine. It's fine. We got enough people. It's fine. That was not great. Didn't love that. Did not love that. What was that? Like a magic trick. What a fabulous display. He is a fitting rival indeed. He's even weirder than I thought he'd be. Well, whatever. Let's check the contents. And there's the portrait. There's a card stuck to the bottom. What does it say? My princess, my rival, and brave bracers, did you enjoy the show I prepared for your arrival? As I do not wish to upset the mood of our main role, it is time for the supporting actors to take their bows. I hope you will look forward to our next chance meeting. Something curious about it. Main role and supporting actors? What does that mean? Now that you mention it. Screw it. Let's go return the photo to the archives. Why would that phantom thief steal a portrait of the Arce? It certainly is lovely, but it's really nothing more than a simple portrait. It holds little monetary value. He doesn't really care about value so much as he cares about pulling off a good prank or two. And it's probably our fault that the museum got wrapped up in this latest one. Sorry for putting you through all this. Well, I'm glad that you liked how we handled it. Thank you. Appreciated. Okay. So, we are going back to the Bracer Guild, which is... Where am I? This way. This way. No? Where the fuck am I? Oh. This way. Alright, so we still have to go to the Erebonian Embassy, which we'll do next. Then we gotta go to the hotel, and we gotta go to the castle. There we go. So we currently don't have any outstanding quests other than the main quests, which is good. Let's go to the Erebonian Embassy now. Alright. We'll go to the hotel, and then we'll end off at the castle. And see what all we got going on. Hello, Bergen. You've been well, I hope. Olivier? Where the hell have you been? Why, I've been places. What's wrong? What's wrong, he says. You've been totally incommunicado since you went to Elmo. Major Vander's about ready to throw you out a window. He wishes to launch me like a love rocket. Adorable. Olivier, did you seriously forget to tell Mueller and the embassy you were with us? When wandering the roads hunting for love, one must be discreet and secretive. Well, Bergen, may we enter? Can't say no to you, but who's with you? We're from the Bracer Guild. Yep. Yeah, we're friends with Olivier, although it's starting to feel like that's not going to help. In we go. Erebonian soil. Yeah. We'll be good little imperialists while we're in here. Oh, how imperial. This is quite the building. Whoa. This place definitely matches the Calvardian Embassy in terms of fanciness. Grandiose and yet powerful at the same time. It's very imperial, if nothing else. Chloe knows what's up. There's a stage upon which the Empire can parade its influence and power. Alas, that the actors are unequal to the set dressing. Yeah, I'm sure he would. Hey, Mueller, how you doing? What's up? Let's have you and Zin have a conversation with each other. Ah, my most bosom companion. Has been an age. Are you well, dear Mueller? I would be better if I could cut you in half and be done with it. Told you again and again to ensure we're constantly aware of your location, and you... but 'tis a tactic in the war of love. Did you know? Absence makes the heart grow fonder. Estelle Bright, you have my thanks. Can only imagine the trouble this idiot's been causing you. Actually, he hasn't been too bad, I guess. He's been really well-mannered, comparatively. Well, ignoring the lunatic, I presume you have business here in the embassy. Yes, sir, we would like to speak to the ambassador. That letter, right. Been somewhat concerned myself, but I'm surprised the guild is acting. This is a request from Brigadier General Bright in the Royal Army, I take it. Indeed. Nobody's guilty till proven. Alright, well, thank you. Yeah, thanks. It's weird, your voice sounds somehow familiar. If you introduced us, he'd probably want to have us kicked out. Sorry, Olivier, you're gonna wait in the car. Alright, we'll get there. We'll get there after we're done exploring. After we're done exploring. After we are done exploring. Hello. It's been a while, Olivier. These your guests? Indeed. I'm glad to think of them as my soulmates. Uh-huh. Yeah. Yeah, mm-hmm. My. Does that mean you've dumped Mueller? Oh dear. Oh dearie dear. This fucking guy, man. I'm telling you. And to think. I'm not gonna finish that, but and to think, though. If you know, you know. Like, unfucking believable. The Carnelia series. This is interesting. Now, Carnelia was the book from the last game. But this is very kind of interesting. Ein Selnet. That's a name. Certainly a name. That's a name we can remember. You want to get your pen out and write down in your notebook the name Ein Selnet. And Mict's Imperial Factory. Want to write that down too? One name. Toby. This was the identity I had used for my initial job and the one I liked above all the others. Toby. You want to write down Toby and Mict and Ein Selnet? Don't worry about it. No need to worry about that. Alright, hi. Hello. Oh. Say again? Closest imperial city to the liberal borders is a place called Parm. Yeah, it is. It is a place called Parm. We were just in here, right? Yeah. Alright. In we go. What's up? Let's go on in. Hello, dude. Welcome to the Erebonian Embassy. I am Lord Davil Krana, duly appointed ambassador and voice of the Empire in this land. I'm Estelle Bright. Zinvathic. Chloe Rins, second-year student at the Genas Royal Academy and assistant to the Bracers, and definitely not Princess Claudia. I mean, what? And I am the servant of love and peace, Olivier Lenheim. Yeah, you. I'd heard you'd gone missing in Elmo Village. Try not to worry Mueller further, Olivier. I'm gonna read that line again, and just don't read into how I'm reading it. Try not to worry Mueller further, Olivier. Or me, for that matter. Such a strict dressing down. Much more, and I'll have to lose my jacket. Setting that aside, you are here to inquire about the threatening letter, yes? What do you want to know? This is like totally a different voice than what I gave him before. I don't know. I don't know where this one came from. Okay, I'll be direct, sir. Do you have any idea who might be behind the letter? Is there anyone in the Empire who might oppose the signing of the pact? Yes. I can think of one name. My, you are direct, young Bracer. I appreciate that. I can tell you truthfully, however, that I can think of no such person. That's strange, because I can think of a few. His Majesty is very happy with the pact as it stands, in fact. His Majesty isn't who I'm thinking of. And no one within the Empire would be foolish enough to gainsay his leadership on such a matter, of course. Yeah, I bet. So you think this is the work of someone outside the Empire, then? What other answer could there be? Must be one of those people in Calvard. If you want my opinion, it's the opposition party in Calvard behind all this. Some silly ploy to make the president look bad, no doubt. Opposition, doing whatever it pleases. This is a perfect example of the fallacies of mob rule. Yes, democracy is a terrible idea. Much better to have the iron fist of an emperor. To question that, your lordship. Don't get me wrong, our major political parties basically beat each other over the head anytime they can, but even if the pact fell apart due to this, I don't think anyone would blame it on President Rocksmith. I bet everybody in Erebonia would blame it on President Rocksmith, because that could be used for political leverage. I mean, what? Details. You think the mob thinks like that? Ha! All I can say for certain is that the person issuing these threats cannot be from our empire. That should be more than enough assurance for you. It's really not, but I feel like I'm not going to get anything else out of you, so okay. Excuse me, Lord Krana. May I ask what Chancellor Osborne's opinion of the non-aggression pact is? You may not ask that, actually. That's certainly not the name I was thinking of. What? Flawless riposte, Chloe. Who? The highest appointed official of our most glorious and august imperial government, the Blood and Iron Chancellor Gileath Osborne. Notebooks? Pencils? Start scribbling. That one's going to be on the test later. His nickname comes from his personal motto. Our nation's peace must be built on a foundation of blood and iron. Okay. That certainly does not sound fascist at all. He has overseen the expansion of the rail system, as well as the annexation of several smaller states on our borders through less than diplomatic means. Hey, Olivier. How do you feel about Osborne? Foreshadowing. Yeah, a little bit. How's it going, Mystery Synergy? Annex. Wait, what do you mean he... yeah. It's called an empire, Estelle. It's doing empire things. Olivier, how can you criticize your empire's chancellor? Oh, but Deville, how was I criticizing? I simply stated the facts. But come now, it wouldn't hurt to be a bit more cooperative, no? Already spoken with the lovely Ambassador Cochrane over at the Calvardian Embassy. She was quite helpful, you see. Now on the final trophy of Wolfenstein 2. Gonna be a painful experience. Trophies, I don't know, man. I've platinumed, like, I don't know, 5 or 6 games maybe. It's I know there's people who live for that stuff. I don't see it. So many of them seem to be painful. Why, if we don't help these people now, it will give them cause to doubt the character of Erebonia. That would be a tragedy, wouldn't you agree? My Lord Krenna. There's no need to keep information related to this hidden. It's a way to get more time out of the game. That's a very good point. That's certainly a very good point. May I humbly suggest that being open in this case will not present a problem. You have a point, Mueller. Very well. To answer your question, Miss, Chancellor Osborne, like His Majesty, is most receptive to this pact. Sure. Okay. In fact, I hear he is actually the one who suggested His Majesty should sign it. Okay. Mm-hmm. Maybe so. Really. It's because he's looking forward to getting the engine, right? Yeah, that could be it. Could certainly be it. No, apparently he has recommended it to His Majesty before any mention of the engine. I don't believe that. If anything, I'm glad there's harmony at home over this pact. There's been no pressure for us to negotiate. Everybody seems to be pressing X to doubt. Hate to say it, Estelle, but it's looking like there really isn't any chance it's someone from the Empire. Yeah, looks that way. Ambassador, thanks for answering our questions. See, it is as I said. If you're looking for the guilty party, you should look elsewhere. Antigone, no, you cannot. No, you certainly cannot. Oh, but, one sec. If you don't mind, we have one more question. Most pitiable situation. The separation of a child from her parents. Imperial traders do visit the embassy at times, but merchant from Crossbell? I do not recall such a man, no. You familiar with this Hayworth, Mueller? No, I've never heard of the man either. Aw. Starting to look kind of grim. To search at once for both a blackmailer and a lost child's parents sounds most trying. As you're at the end of this tale, black as ink. Oh my god, what a mean thing to do. Luckily, again, I came late to the party, so I played the games back to back to back, so I could just pop the disc, put in the next disc, and keep going. But, like, dude, how do you do that and get away with it? I may seem trite, but I do wish you luck, young lady. Thanks, Mr. Lord Krenna. Because Falcon. I mean, look, I had heard going in, because I knew from playing the first game that, like, most of the games had cliffhanger endings. But, like, Jesus. At least Ys doesn't do that. From what I understand, Ys is not, like, serial in nature, right? Like, each of the games is kind of its own self-contained thing. Thanks, Mueller. Talking with the ambassador was a big help. No, you don't need to thank me. I didn't do anything important, really. Besides, this is a problem affecting all our nations. We should be working together. Indeed. I do hope we can solve this. What's up, Olivier? You're awfully quiet. Apart from some references. Good to know. It's nothing. I was simply lost in reverie for a moment. That's a word choice. You said that word on purpose, didn't you, Olivier? Doesn't concern our current business. Pay me no mind. I don't want to pay you no mind, Olivier. I want to know what you're thinking about. Right now. In regards to everything that was just said. Olivier, you'll be staying here at the embassy in the evenings while you're here in Grensel, yes? Where else? Getting lost in reverie and grinding Sepith. Would not miss the chance to have more sweet dreams in your bed, as always. Oh my god. Oh my. Stop with the jokes before you give the ladies too many ideas and images. Push those jokes too far and I may have to spear you upon the embassy flagpole. I don't think he thinks of that as a punishment, Mueller. So that's the direction I should approach you from. You teach me more every day. Alternatively, I could just cut you in half right here. I'm fairly sure I could explain it to Lord Krana. That would be rather less lovely. Forgive the joke, my friend. So that's how you keep Olivier under control. Maybe I should write this down. I said they match each other perfectly myself. It was a terrifying thought. Well, regardless, I shall pardon myself here. Good luck with the rest of your investigation. Thank you, Mueller. Yeah, grinding Sepith and Reverie is certainly, certainly something when you have like 30 characters you gotta max out orbments for. The embassy's out of the way. That's all that's left is the liberal news. Aren't we supposed to go to the castle too? It's not just the news, Estelle. Jeez. Yeah, we still gotta do the castle too. All right. I guess we'll do the castle first, and then we'll do the news last. You still being wistful? Yeah. All right. You grind them until you don't use those characters for most of the game. No, but then sometimes you gotta. Sometimes you gotta have like 3 or 4 different teams of characters, and it's just like, hey, I hope your guys are at the right levels. Alright, let's do the castle. And then we'll do the news. What is up, guys? Private Dan. Yeah, we sure are the winners of the martial arts competition. That's us. We're here on Bracer Business. We gotta talk with the Queen. Also, Chloe's here, so let that sort itself out. Your Highness. Mm-hmm. Here on business. Could you let me into my house? No, Your Highness. We can't. Yeah. In we go. Wow, it's so cool. The last time we were here, Joshua abandoned us. This is definitely not going to be traumatizing for Estelle. Remember at Chest and Cold Steel 4, it was pretty painful on Nightmare when he said the girl who not be named, the certain white-haired guy with... Oh, yikes. Full of scorpions. That sounds about right. Time to nose around the castle a bit. So obviously we should talk to Queen Alicia. Julia's gone. Oh, we gotta talk to the maids, right? We gotta see Hilda. Who else could we confer with? Yeah, Hilda. There you go. Say hi to Shay. All of our friends. Alright, but first we gotta go explore everything. Who are you? Royal Guardsman. Alright. It's nice to see, like, this place not overrun by Intelligence Division people. Hello. Alright, what's over here? What do we got? Anything important? Hey, bud. Where could the money have gone? Just say that again. Still cleaning up after the coup. Investigating Intelligence Division's budgets. There are signs the budget was manipulated. Where could the money have gone to? Okay, so they were cooking the books, and there's some stuff that doesn't quite check out. That's probably not going to be important. I bet you that's not relevant to anything. Hello. Looking for tidbits. Tidbits and secrets. That looks like a... No, can't grab that. Okay. Made the mistake of taking out the Duke first in that fight. Oh. Yeah. Although, in retrospect, it probably felt really good to beat the shit out of him, though. Might be worth the 1 or 2 BP. Hello, that's Hilda. I gotta be careful. I don't want to talk to Hilda right now. Castle Blueprints, the 7 treasures, full details of the 100 Days War. Possessed by Her Highness to compose a list of the books removed by the Intelligence Division. Wonder what they were investigating. Seg Castle Blueprints, the 7 treasures, full details of the 100 Days War. Alright, well, Castle Blueprints, obviously. We know from the last game they were going down to where we fought the final boss under the castle. 7 treasures. That's interesting. 100 Days War. We haven't really learned much about that yet. Nothing in there. What about in here? Nothing in here. Nothing in there. Alright, let's go to the bar. Hey, bud. Some tea. Pfft. Tea. Unless that tea's got a little drop of honey bourbon in it. I said that from daybreak onwards, not all NPCs can be talked to. Oh, no. I mean, from a sanity standpoint, it'll probably be easier not to have to worry about tracking every single person down. But yeah, I mean, that's like a core thing for the series, is that like all the NPCs are people with stuff going on. All right, so is she here? All right, let's go this way. It's Chloe's room. Queen's room. She's not here, so she's probably in the throne room. Alright, that's fine. Oh, never mind. Never mind. Huh? Grandmother? I thought you'd be in the throne room. I still have to talk to Hilda. Sieg was being thoughtful, wasn't he? Yeah. Yeah, remember that time? Remember that time Joshua abandoned me? Know what I gotta do, and Chloe's been a huge help. Okay, so don't worry. Soul has gained new steel since we met last. Estelle, Mr. Vathek, and Mr. Lenheim, both of you, of course, are also welcome in my home. Let's retire to my chambers. I feel like I was going through the dungeon, and I tried to go down the path that I thought was going to be a dead end with treasure, but it was actually the progress path. There's bourbon in that tea. Wasn't aware they had been sent to the cathedral and the embassies as well. Or some honey, or why not both? How about honey whiskey or honey bourbon? Which, by itself, from experience, is fucking disgusting. But if you put it in tea, it actually does taste very good. And I'm like a whiskey fan too. It's in the name. Excited to have Irish whiskey again. Irish whiskey is very good. So we're trying to talk to people affiliated with the case to see if we can find some clues. Grandmother, do you have any idea who might be responsible? Especially someone within Liberl. You know? Like, maybe the people who tried to overthrow the government? Claudia, what do you think? Me? As possible heir, your thoughts should daily be on the forces moving within our nation. Would you share your opinion with me? Very well. I don't believe there is any force in the country which is truly opposed to the pact. I've heard in various places, however, that following the coup, some of our extreme right-wing citizens are feeling very concerned. Their frustrations might be at the root of these letters. Maybe. Very good. My opinion is more or less the same. Sorry, but I don't quite follow. Colonel Richard was not the only man who approved of the idea of expanding and empowering our military. In the wake of the failed coup, however, the matter is effectively untouchable. You can only imagine all who share his mindset are quite dissatisfied and worried for our safety. Think the letters are from believers in military control and expansion, like the intelligence division guys still on the run. First time I heard right-winged in a video game. Yeah, right? That would be the short of it, yes. If that is the case, then I would say I bear the responsibility for this as much as they. It was my beliefs that led them to take such action in the first place, after all. Grandmother. I don't know, I don't think they have the right to be all blah, let's threaten people and be scary because we're sore losers. Well, you don't really know how terrorist cells work then. There are few things more precious than the freedom to express oneself, Estelle. Remember, even those who promote military empowerment and a war footing do so out of a love for Liberl and its people. There you go. They have as much right to express that idea as the rest of us have ours. And listening to all such opinions and choosing how to guide the country, that is a ruler's responsibility. Isn't that right, Chloe? Though in that case, I rather doubt they'll actually try to stop the ceremony, yes? Assuming the letter is from the expansionists, yes, that's quite possible. With Colonel Richard under arrest, they have little power with which to act. The problem lies with the idea that someone else may be responsible. If that's the case, then I fear I can offer you little advice or knowledge. Ah, rats. Queen Alicia, if I may broach a question. Of course. Olivier, whatever you wish. Why are you so determined to act upon this non-aggression pact now? Your own country is still deeply confused and unsettled from the coup attempt. Most rulers would think this is a time to focus solely on one's own country, not the affairs of others. Olivier, you are talking to a queen, you know. It's all right, Estelle. Olivier has a point. The plans and proposals for the pact, however, far predate the coup. Further delays would only harm the dignity of the nation. The crossbell issue is causing a great deal of friction again as well, and I hope this can help. Yeah, here's hoping. Crossbell, that's where Ren's from, isn't it? Yes, it lies due north. Take two. I would get a tank. Do 1,000 damage to the castle each minute. There you go. Lies due northeast of here, over the Crone Mountains, and directly between Erebonia and Calvard. Both the Republic and Empire claim it should be part of their governments, and some Crossbellans want total independence. It's quite a mess. It's probably not that complicated, right? It's probably more of a simple little world-building thing, and certainly not the plot driver for an entire half of the series. Crossbell's basically a fishbone stuck in two throats at once. That is a way to put it, Zin. That sounded like poetry. All the issues surrounding it just get called the Crossbell problem, and I'm sure Crossbell very greatly appreciates that. I see. Boy, no wonder people get worked up about it then. So your aim is to pluck out the bone with this pact, then. To continue the analogy, it is not a bone that can be removed in one gesture, sadly. If I can open a way to resolve the issue, however, yes. Laying the groundwork for resolving that issue will strengthen peace across the entire region, and the people will remember Liberl spurred it on. I have underestimated you even more than I previously thought. Our invasion of Liberl was far more of a fool's errand than I'd even imagined. Of course, it wouldn't take 10 games to solve a problem with territory. No, man. This is just about political intrigue and annexation and territory scuffles and political powers and, yeah, it's simple stuff, really. Power of friendship. That's all we need. That much, at least, is painfully obvious to me now. What are you going on about? Oh, wait, Crossbell, Ren, duh. Sorry to change the subject, Your Majesty, but... and mechs. Don't forget the mech. Oh my god, do not forget the mechs. My goodness, a child abandoned at the royal villa. I must instruct Raymond to keep me better informed, it seems. I know it's a shot in the dark, but I don't suppose you have any idea where they might be, Your Majesty. No, I'm very sorry, but I do not. However, They visited the castle, especially recently. Hilda would know about it. Yeah. We're certainly going to go speak with Hilda. You can also contact Mayor McDowell. Hey, shout out. Shout out to old man Mayor McDowell and the Crossbell government. I wonder what his answer is going to be. Like, hey, you know anything about where Harold and Sophia Hayward are? Two random people in your city? Entire gigantic city? But, don't be nervous. I know what you wish to say, I think. You will be staying in the castle tonight, yes? Let us speak then, once you are no longer busy. Oh, they're going to have a nice little heart-to-heart. Let me look into some classified files and maybe strange organization. My goddess, such royalty. I would say she is the only person on the continent with that sense of balance. Yeah, sort of feels weird to say coming from a democracy, but she's the perfect ruler. Yeah, that does feel very weird to say coming from a democracy, Zin. Kind of envy Liberal, to be honest. Yeah, of course, we're the best. Because we don't have national pride, right? She's the queen, after all. Chloe, what's wrong? Oh, it's nothing. Just, you know, putting her even higher on a much higher pedestal that I am craning my neck at to look up to. Just struck again by how incredible a woman grandmother is. You know, like something I can never be. Really doubt I can ever live up to her. Oh. Princess. When did Her Majesty the Queen take the throne? She was 20, if I recall correctly. And may I ask your age? I'm 16, but... Oh. My point. Truly doubt Her Majesty was a master politician the day she took the throne. And you are not yet even as old as she was when she first donned the purple. I see little point in comparing yourself to her as she is now, wouldn't you agree? We martial artists tend to say that only those with the proper capacity can achieve this thing called unity of purpose. Don't worry, Chloe, you'll get your shot at being a playable character again. Maybe at the 90% mark. Yeah, she'll have one more game. Even those with the greatest innate skill, like, say, Walter, only reach their peak through a journey of 1,000 steps. Think Her Majesty believes you have the capacity to get there, Princess. Just take it one step at a time, don't worry. Olivier, Zin, thank you, really. Good job, you two. Chloe's gonna be such an awesome queen someday. I guess you get good pep talks as you get good with pep talks as you get older, huh? Get older? How rude. I am a fresh, youthful 25. Then why are you hitting on a 16-year-old, Olivier? 5 years younger than Zin here, even. You're one to call out someone on being rude, Olivier. Shall we go speak with Hilda? Alright, I know where she is. She's in the library because I saw her there. So, where am I? I'm still in the rooftop terrace thing, right? Yeah. Alright, so we're good up here. We don't need to be up here anymore. Let's head on downstairs. Back to the bar. Out from the bar. This is the throne room. So there's probably nobody in here, right, other than the maid? Yeah. Alright. Sup? Hey, Primrose. How you doing? Yeah. I bet morale is much better that he's not here anymore. This is the dining hall. Hello. Waiting for daybreak is gonna be like waiting for the enemy. Yeah. I don't know if I never really exploited. I know there was like the clock up kind of stuff was a big exploitable strategy. I don't think I ever really did that. I typically stuck with evasion tanks. But yeah. Delay and clock up. Impede 1 and 2. Yeah. July is a long way. It is a long way, but it will be here. It will fucking be here. So soon. I don't know, man. I feel like I'm just gonna blink and it's gonna be the summertime again. Alright. You in here, Shay? There you are. My favorite maid of all time. Yep. Reminds me of when you lent me your maid uniform, and also when you lent Joshua your maid uniform. And now I'm sad again. Estella's a maid. It was to meet with the queen. And Joshua had to wear one too. She did her magic on his face with her makeup. So you have backlogs and other stuff, of course. Yeah, I'm gonna see what sales there are and stuff around the holiday, and maybe pump up my backlog even more, which feels like a bad idea, but hey man, there's all of life to get through it, right? Joshua, who once played the role of Princess Cecilia so perfectly, also portrayed a maidservant. Oh, noble endeavors both. I am sure it must have been quite beauteous to behold. I regret all the more I could not attend the Duke's banquet. Yeah, she's in the library. I know she's in the library because I saw her there, and I deliberately ignored her because I was trying to explore everything first. Alright. To the library, which is up here. And then over here. Hello, Hilda. How you doing? Do you know anything about a Harold or Sophia Hayworth? Yeah, let's go somewhere private. Tending to the investigation of the letter. Yes, indeed. Can be of little aid. Alright, well, we're getting absolutely nowhere with this. All we know is that it's not anybody in Liberl, it's not anybody in Erebonia, and it's not anybody in Calvard, so... Alright. It was addressed to Her Majesty herself. Yikes. Believe me, if I could lay hands on the rude fool who wrote that. I was wondering, were there any other suspicious letters delivered to the castle recently? Ones critical of royal decisions, for example. Don't buy games at launch. So if I can get... Yeah. Yeah, honestly, it's harder to justify getting games at launch unless it's like a game I really want to play. Like, I'll get Daybreak at launch. I'll get, like, a new Zelda game or something at launch. But most of the time... Actually, a lot of the time I wait for opportunities to get them as gifts, too. But, yeah, it's definitely... Especially now with... I mean, Nintendo games are a little different because they almost never go on sale. But, like, when stuff's coming out at $70 a game, and then fairly, you know, quickly dropping to at least, like, I don't know, $10, $15 off. Why do it immediately? Petitions to reduce or annul Colonel Richard's sentence. 2 collector's editions to get next year, yikes. I expect that at least some are from citizens of Gransel, but the rest I cannot be sure on. Double tipping on Cold Steel 3 and 4, yeah. Yeah, I can't justify that, I don't think. I literally just bought them on PS4 last year. Colonel was very skilled and competent, and everyone knows that. It isn't unusual at all to see people regret losing him. Yeah, I would personally bet on those letters not being related to our little threat. Requesting something of the royal hand is one thing. Trying to force it to do something is a whole different thing altogether. Well, still, even knowing the letters exist helps. One more thing. Yep. Harold Hayworth, a traitor from Crossbell. Yes, I remember him. She knows him. Thank you. All right, Hilda, what you got? What you got for us? Say, what? Is he an acquaintance of yours, Hilda? Not as such. He asked for a tour of the castle interior a few days ago. Happened to be otherwise unoccupied, so I showed him about. His wife and daughter were with him as well. Really? Hey! Alas, this provides us with little clue as to where the Hayworths may have gone. Damn. What you got, Hilda? Their child greatly enjoyed the tour, however, her parents felt as though they were barely even present throughout the entire thing. Huh. They seemed even-tempered and normal enough when they spoke to me, but when combined with your story, I wonder if they were under strain. Sure fucking sounds like it. Not able to pay attention after coming to see a place as a tourist. Sounds like something was on their minds, all right. Mystery is afoot. Seems likely they were in some kind of trouble even then. This may give us a clue as to where they went. Okay. Are we staying in the castle? You forget they're expecting me to be a pest at the embassy tonight, and I can hardly disappoint. Do appreciate the offer, however. And I've got what's basically a permanent room at the Calvardian embassy. Thanks, but I think I've got to decline this time. I should probably ask Agate and Tita before committing to anything. We've got Ren, too. It's true, sounds like she loves the castle. Alright, we might be staying at the castle. That's pretty swell. But we gotta figure out what the hell's going on with Ren. And also these fucking letters. About wraps it up here, I think. Back out into the city. It's funny because, like, this kind of thing that's going on right now, where we got the lost child and the lost parents. I mean, we found the child now, but now our parents are missing. We've got that, and we've got these, like, the mystery letters and things. So we've got a whole bunch of stuff that's kind of all over the place. And as we're playing through early Trails games, like, okay, just go with it, right? When you've played 10 Trails games, you start to look back and you're like, oh, okay. you just kind of get that sense of things after seeing it happen enough times. The only letter victim we've yet to investigate is the Liberal News. Alright, we gotta get over there. But before I do that, I want to check in on my favoritist precocious childs. 1 child, 2 childs. Are the childs in here? Oh, they're not. Did they leave? They better not have gotten lost. I swear to God. After the 100, I'm expecting it. Yeah. Seriously. Where have the children gone? Would you try running after the evening sun? Not sure how much it'll accomplish, but you might find yourself feeling better just from the flow of things. The evening sun, dyeing the white clouds such a brilliant scarlet color. And me, such a small piece in the grand scheme of things. Hey, Ricky. I, who am so insignificant. What should I do? Oh my God, Anton. What a fucking character. Trails, I stole the kids. I specifically said to them, as they were leaving, don't get lost. And what happened? Well, we don't know that they're lost yet. They're just not where they were the last time I saw them. Oh, there they are. Okay. Whew. Whew. Alright. Big relief. Hi, guys. Ice cream here is so yummy. Why won't Agate eat anything? Because he's edgy. He's what we call an edgelord, Tita. This is Agate we're talking about. He's probably just embarrassed. So he doesn't want to be with a kid like me, you mean? Yeah, because that would be weird, Tita. You think I could get him to eat some with me when I'm older? Probably. But a grown-up Tita and Agate? What a waste on someone like Agate. Looks like Cold Steel 3, yeah, right? It's so fucking weird. I don't know, man. Oh, Estelle, not finished yet? Be done soon, so would you wait just a little bit longer? Once we're done questioning, we'll head back to the guild. Yeah, I know. I know. They sure can. I wish... It's not necessarily this case here specifically, but, like, I really wish... I understand that the target audience for so many things is teenagers, and that's why the characters all have to be teenagers, but sometimes it really feels like things would be easier if they made the characters, like, 25. And then, you know what? People can have jobs. It's not, like, weird that, like, 16-year-olds are running companies and things. Daybreak is refreshing. That's good to hear. I'm hoping that things aren't as weird there. But, you know. Trails certainly has its anime tropes. So. Alright, where you at, Niall? Hey, buddy. Time to have a conversation. There he is. Hey, Niall, hello. Who in the hell? What do you know, you guys? How you doing? Good day, Niall. Pardon our intrusion. It's that bard guy and, your highness. I mean, not your highness. I mean, whatever. Good day. Yeah. You even have Zin the Immovable of Calvard with you. You got kind of a gang going on here, Estelle. They like their wife. Yeah. And, I get that pick your waifu, basically just prints money. I understand that. And prints merchandise, and I get it, but, like, you know, sometimes maybe ease off the gas a bit. That's all I'm saying. Kind of makes you think. How'd your coverage of the election in Ruin go? Well, that's how. Damn well, that's how. Got the article done, thanks in part to you guys. Okay, yeah, okay. Royalty check. Where's the royalty check, Niall? Speaking of, what brings you by today? You got a hot scoop for your old buddy Niall? Well, actually, we're the ones who'd like to know something. We heard the Liberal News received a threatening letter. Yeah, we sure are. Figured the military would be taking care of that. Well, yeah, see, here's the thing. The military kind of farmed it out to us. Working on requests from the military, actually, because they're busy with important stuff. JRPG YouTubers use waifus. I'm sure they do. It's the same thing. Waifus print money. I just got back to the capital, so I don't know much. To be honest, I'd like to hear what you guys know, if anything. It's real helpful, Niall. Come now, you're a newsman, hound for a good story. Surely you must have a clue as to who our villain is. I don't have time for this. This motherfucker knows something. This motherfucker knows something. Share it with us, please. Hey, Your Highness, you don't need to lower your head to me. Crying. Ugh, fine. Alright. This is off the record, but we ain't the only ones who got a letter. Not even close. Yeah, we know that. We already know that, Niall. That's not new. Daybreak comes out. I bet Mira. I bet they will. Lyston Fortress got one. Then the Cathedral, the Airship Company, the Hotel Roenbaum. Yeah, this is not news, Niall. We already know this. There are 9 letters in total. Yeah. Niall. We heard that from the military already. That was my big scoop for the day. Well, this was a bust. We saved this for last, really? Just wait 1 second. Alright. Alright, what you got? What you got? You got some real news? Here's the short of it. My gut tells me this is some kind of huge prank. The threats aren't real. Yeah, we thought of that too. You sound awfully sure, though. Okay, the trick is, I've covered terrorist threats like this before, right? But with this, there's no reality to the threat. Who better, Niall or the one from Crossbell? Oh, Grace? I mean, I warmed up to Grace for sure, but I'm kind of biased because Niall was first, and I played them in release order, so I got Niall and Dorothy, and they're like my A tier, and then Grace is like my B tier. So I favor Niall and Dorothy, but Grace did warm up to me eventually. Originally, though, it was like, oh, you're not Niall and Dorothy. So, I don't know. Threats only work, and they have power. And Take two. Threats only work and have power if they describe, or at least imply, something nasty that's going to happen, see? These letters have exactly none of that. Mr. Burns does have a point. Disaster will be visited upon you does not offer much in the way of a specific terror. Exactly. Got a hunch this isn't about stopping the signing ceremony at all. This is more about getting people worked up over a threat and then sitting back and watching the fireworks. I will say, though, that the fact that Grace has been present in more games definitely puts more points in Grace's side. I would love to see Niall and Dorothy again, but I don't get the sense that they're gonna come back. Should do a big tier list of characters, yeah. Someday. I did do a tier list on Twitter. I tweeted it out a while ago after I finished Reverie. It's not really complete, but I'm pretty sure I had Niall and Dorothy and probably not S tier. I think they were in A tier, and then Grace was probably B tier. It's kind of a good point. There's some sense behind it. I'm still bothered by the fact that so many letters were sent, though. Each and every one was sent to a place involved with the ceremony. For a prank, whoever did this seems to know a lot about what's happening. It does seem kind of true on the surface. Think about it, though. All that info would be pretty easy to find with a little digging. Hell, I knew about those places weeks ago. Anyway, I'm going to be working this on the assumption that it's a prank. Maybe you guys should stick to your guns about it being a real threat, and we can compare notes later. Good idea. Thanks, Niall. Did it help? Did it really help? Do we have more information? I don't see Dorothy anywhere. Yeah, she's off wandering the Bose region. Okay. Does she have supervision? For a special... I mean... Remember that old fort the Sky Bandits were using as a base, right? The one... Yeah, I remember. Army decided those rats had the right idea and have claimed and repurposed it as a training facility. Good for them. They're running airship pilot training out there now. So she went off to get coverage of the base. That's the idea, yeah. I was a little worried about sending her out on her own, but gotta do it sometime, I suppose. Dorothy out on her own, huh? Speaking of girls out on their own, what do you know about the Hayworths from Crossbell? Harold Hayworth, trader from Crossbell. Never heard of the guy. 10th anniversary of Abyss. I know. Joined the Hellspawn this Twitter 2 days ago. Oh, welcome. Welcome to the Hellspawn. Yes, Abyss is 18, which makes me sad because that means I'm not 18. I am much north of that. I'm hoping, holding out hope, that in 2 years, hopefully, we can get a nice remaster. That'd be great. Pokemon Scarlet, a lot of fun. I know people have mixed feelings about Scarlet and Violet. And yeah, it's I didn't really run into too many glitches. I'll be honest. A lot of people have stories about glitches and game crashing and falling through floors and stuff. I didn't really experience much of that. I definitely see a lot of the performance issues and the lag and all of that going on. But other than that, I've found the games to be really, really fun. And with Indigo Disc out now, I'm having a good time because I'm big on double battles, and that's the main thing going on in the DLC. So, favorite Zelda is Majora's Mask. It sure is. Let's get back to the guild house. Agate should be back by now. Twilight Princess. That was one I didn't play it when it came out. which is weird because I had a Wii and I didn't play the Wii very much at all. And I think it was mostly the motion controls that kind of put me off. But at some point, I don't even remember when it wasn't that long ago, I found out that there was a GameCube version of Twilight Princess, and I picked it up at a retro game store and played through it for the first time like 4 or 5 years ago, maybe. It was really good, but I've only played it the once. What's up, Agate? You got any info? Got any info? Because you went to 3 whole places by yourself. Okay, good. The kids are safe. They're upstairs. Very good. It's one less thing to worry about. Sounds like you guys learned a lot. I guess we didn't get anything decisive, though. Agate, did you find anything? Honestly, I got jack all. Hotel, the cathedral, the airship company. Nobody had a single friggin' clue who could have sent the letters. Wonderful. Head guy at the airship company was sweating quarts that a demand for money might come in next. But at this point, not so much as another peep. Damn, doesn't really narrow things down much. How likely do you think it is the society's behind all this? Jet Force Gemini. Jet Force Gemini is... That's one of those games. I grew up with that game. I got it when I was a kid. I was like 9 years old when it came out or whatever. Because I think it was like 1999. Played it on the N64. Had a blast. To me, it's a fantastic game. I'm sure it's heavily nostalgia-based on that one. Because I know there's a lot of people that have a lot of complaints about it. Mostly control-wise. And I can't imagine... I'm interested to try it on the Switch Online, just to see how it controls. Because it'll be very odd, I'm sure. Don't think we can safely say that at this point. Their primary focus, up till now, has been experimenting with those bizarre gospel orbments they possess. You know, the Gospels can create phenomena otherwise unimaginable. Those devices certainly haven't shown an ability to create threatening letters from nowhere, however. First game ever was Sonic Heroes, so if that ever gets a port, yeah. Yeah, N64 was like right around my... Because my parents had an Atari and they had an NES, and I played some of that stuff. But the N64 was really my first major console. So that's the stuff that's like Zelda Ocarina of Time, Jet Force Gemini, a lot of those rare games, Nintendo games. That's my nostalgia. We can safely say we've done our part. I'll compile all your testimonies into a report. Could I ask you to deliver it to Colonel Sid at the Herb Royal Villa tomorrow? Sure can. Are we staying at the castle? Didn't find the sender in the end. I feel kind of bad. Oh, Herb, right. Agate, did you find anything out about Ren? Did, actually. Wait, let me start over. I went to the hotel first. Kid and her folks stayed there for about 2 weeks. Same room the entire stay. Typical tourist stuff. Just checked out this morning. Interesting. Then I went to the cathedral. While they were there, the Hayworths came to worship a bunch of times. Thing is, the priest who attended them said they felt off. Alright, well, that jives with what Hilda said, that they're kind of weird. They were distracted during prayer or something. That would match what Miss Hilda said. Yeah. Then at the airship company, that's where I found Zip. Harold, Sophia, and Ren Hayworth of Crossbell, right? Yeah. Harold, Sophia, and Ren Hayworth. Correct. There have been exactly 0 passengers by that name and nationality coming through here for at least half a year. Company's still doing the don't stream this part of the game shtick. Yeah. As far as I know, I mean, with the Tales DLC, that was definitely an issue with Tales of Arise. I know back when I first started doing YouTube, I had planned to play Persona 5, and there was a whole thing about that. You can only go like the first, I don't know, certain amount of calendar time into that game on stream. So I didn't end up doing that. I know Atlas Atlas has a reputation about that kind of stuff. I don't look into too much of it. But, yeah, it's definitely something to kind of be mindful of. I mean, I'm not anything big, obviously. I don't know that anybody would even, A, notice, or B, there would be any real consequences, because I'm not monetized, like, it doesn't matter. But even still, that is a mystery, though perhaps they traveled by land. Did Ren come to Liberl by land? No, she didn't. They mentioned an airship, because she said she saw Lake Valeria from an airship. Yeah. When we talked to her at Airleton, she was talking about landing in an air... Yeah, exactly. She says she saw a big lake on the way down. It's possible they were traveling under an assumed names. Why would they do that? They may have had something to hide, or they may have been hiding from someone. Oh, and maybe that someone found them, and that's why they're weird. Either way, they must have known something was wrong before they set out. This is getting creepy. Contacted every guild branch in the country about Ren's parents. 2 details of the Abyss? That would be very interesting. That would be very interesting. The 2 details games are interesting. I've only played Fantasia, Destiny, and Eternia. I haven't played whatever ones haven't come out in the West. So no Rebirth, no Destiny 2, none of that. But they're interesting. I like 2D RPGs in general. The combat's okay. Legendia's combat is often criticized, and I understand why. But, you know, I don't know. It'd be very interesting. Field of Phonons would be hard to do in 2D, though. Contacted every guild branch in the country about Ren's parents. For the moment, all we can do is wait for more information to come in. As for Ren herself, I think it would be best if she stayed in the care of the guild for now. Yeah. Probably shouldn't go to the castle, too, right? How's it going, ATD09? Hi. I was going to suggest that, actually. Thank you. The guild will pay for everyone's lodgings while you're in Grancel, naturally. That includes Ren, so don't worry. You guys are awesome. Speaking of staying the night, we might not actually need that tonight, you see. A little late. A little bit. We still got some time. Agate's not staying in the castle. Castle's a bit too rich for my blood. I'm not really keen on staying there. Besides, it'll be easier for Elnan to reach one of us at the hotel if something happens. Yeah. Alright. Fine. What's the story so far? Well, so the way it ended was we overthrew the coup, but Joshua left because Joshua was part of Ouroboros, which is a secret society that we don't really know much about. And he was kind of their puppet, unknowingly, for most of the first game and prior to the first game. So, we're hunting down Joshua, but also trying to learn as much as we can about the society, while also trying to stop bad things from happening. And it turns out, the society is behind some of those bad things. It's been a string of coincidences so far. Oh, don't say that. Don't encourage him. Sweet maiden, you know just how to pluck my heartstrings. Have you come to appreciate a mature flavor at last? She is underage, dude. Gonna need you to chill. Gonna snap those heartstrings if you keep it up. Olivier will never be winning. Sure doesn't seem that way. Let's gather up the kids and get on over to the bar. That's a thing to say. So we had a great time singing at the bar with children. And we stumble home. Okay, let's split up here then. Chloe, be careful on your way home. It's not that far. I think I'll be fine in the capital. Also, I'm going to the castle. It's like Miss Chloe, you live in Gransel? Oh, right, we're not telling Ren that part. Yes, I do. I'll be staying at my grandmother's house. Well, if you'll pardon me. Yep. Alright. Feels like shit's about to go down. I don't know. Things are too quiet. It's one heck of a party. Olivia even dragged poor Mueller into it. Yeah, well, you called up that reporter too, you know. Yeah, well, I figured what the heck. Ren, did you have fun? Yeah? Food was good, and everyone was talking about neat stuff. That piano music was really pretty, too. Olivier's really good at it. Well, he's got to be good at something. He's kind of surprised. He's not all hot air when he calls himself a traveling performer, I guess. So you want to duck out already, Agate? Zin and the others are still having a lot of fun. Honestly, if I tried keeping up with Zin, I might not have a liver in the morning. Plus, I'm kind of beat from trolling the city all over today, so I'm going to pack it in. Fair enough. Let's go get our hotel rooms, then. I don't know, man. I feel like we're just waiting for something to happen. How would I describe my C and D ranks for the characters? I would say, like, C is indifference. D is, like, mild dislike. I don't think there's not really too many characters that I outright, like, despise. So, like, D would be where I'd put, like, Dunnan. And maybe Angelica. Some of those characters. What if all three of us stayed in the same room? Oh, Ren, you and your ideas. Oh, Agate and Tita in the same room, huh? Okay. Yeah, this reminds me of when we were hiding out with Gramps. Now that you mention it, yeah, it does. Well, this room isn't like the one I stayed in with Papa and Mama. There's a big building outside the window. Oh. Yeah? Yeah, this was the room we stayed in with Joshua, huh? Miss Estelle, what's wrong? Nothing, really. More importantly, I'm sorry, Ren. We couldn't find your Papa or Mama today. It's okay. Is it? You seem okay with it. And that's kind of weird. Papa and Mama promised they'd come get me. You don't need to search so hard. But Papa and Mama are very good at hide and seek. I don't like when children talk about hide and seek. That's like some horror movie shit. Not as good as me, of course, but still good. So I don't think you'll find them very easily. Huh. Is that right? Well, I won't try so hard to find them, but only if you're okay with it. Yeah, it's okay. It's for the best. But never mind that now. I have 2 big favors to ask of you. Dude. Oh, man. What's up? Ha ha ha. Can't, I can't tell you unless you promise to do them ahead of time. Man. Some of this stuff, going through a second time, knowing things. Yikes. Did your papa teach you to drive a bargain like that? Okay, sure, if it's something I can do, I promise I will. Really? Yay. First thing is, can I call you Estelle from now on? Yeah. Can drop the whole miss part? Yeah. Tita gets to call you Estelle all the time, so I don't want to have to call you Miss Estelle. Is that right? Never stood that much on formality anyway. It's not like I'm your teacher or anything. Okay, well, I'm glad. What was the other thing? Well, can you tell me why you were so surprised when we came in the room? Yeah. You had this really sad, lonely look on your face. I want to know why. Is that okay? Yeah, it's okay. See, I've actually stayed in this very room before, with someone else. Sleeping here just reminded me of him. Really? Was it your lover? Was this your love nest? No, not quite. He's someone I've known for a really long time, and we've gotten very close, but, well, it's complicated. You're not together right now, though. Ooh, well, what kind of man is he, huh? What's his name? What does he look like? His name is Joshua. He has black hair and amber eyes, and he's pretty handsome, I guess. Actually, you'd really call him more beautiful than handsome, really. Huh. Beautiful. Yeah, let's just say he made a great princess at a certain point. Yeah, he did. In fact, it looked amazing on him. Well, that sounds fun. Can I meet him? When are you seeing him again, huh? I don't really know, actually. He kind of ran away. No. You don't know when you'll see him again, and that's why you look so sad, right? Sort of, but I'm okay. I'm gonna find him and drag him back home, even if it takes years. Why did you seem so sad? Well, because I'm sure Joshua's off somewhere and way over his head, and I can't do anything to help him. Help him. It makes me sad, I guess. Sorry, Ren, this must be pretty boring since you don't know Joshua at all. No way, it's neat. Joshua was a really wonderful person, huh? Wonderful? Actually, right now, I think he's a bit of a jerk. I mean, talk about selfish ways of saying goodbye. Taking my huh? Nothing. Nothing at all. Okay, yep. Tired. Time to go sleep. Lights out. Bye. I'm not going to sleep until I hear the whole thing. Well, after that, Estelle and Ren went to bed, but remained awake for a little while talking about various things. Eventually, once she could hear nothing but Ren's slow, peaceful breathing, gave in to the exhaustion which had been piling up. And we're not going to ask about what happened in Tita and Agate's room. Oh. Bingo. Bingo indeed. Looks like we found their trail. So they're using the Revenue Mine, Just what I expect of Richard's men. This is an excellent hiding place. Richard's men, huh? Motherfuckers still got people out there. This is where the Sky Bandits kept that ship they hijacked, right? That's right. Estelle and I fought the bandits in a large, exposed, central hollow area somewhere further ahead. Nice big open space, huh? I bet our guys are in the same spot. So what do you think? Going for the heroic charge now, or... Well, we've got no time to contact the army. But no heroics right away, Annalise. First we need to sneak in and see just how large a force they have. Come on. Right behind you. Well, okay. In they go. Doing heroing. It's odd this is where they've been hiding, as we thought. I don't see any trace of anyone. Oh, was it a trap? Totally tracked them here. So where'd all those intelligence weirdos go? Did they notice us? I don't think we... Well, let's have a look around anyway, Uh-oh. I don't like this. We saw people go in, and now there's no people. Did they just disappear? Place is an empty shell. See anything, Shara? Drawing a blank. They were here, but it's impossible to tell if they're just out or if they abandoned this base. I don't even see any clue as to where they might have gone. About that, I didn't find any mention of where they were going. I did find this over in that tent. Mind if I take a look? What you got, Annalise? It's a book. These are blueprints of some sort. Looks like it's for something named Orgale? Orgay. Or Guy. I don't know, it's been a long time since I took French. Unless I'm totally illiterate, these are plans for a vehicle of some sort. Sounds cool. What is it, some kind of airship? Well, I'm not exactly an engineer, but I don't think so. These look like... What's wrong? There's a note in between the pages. I've sent out the invitations. Oh. I've got the table and chairs ready. Everything's ready for the tea party. Now all I need is to bake some crumpets and wait for the guests to arrive. Ah, a tea party? That's really cute. It's like something out of a storybook. Yes, which means it's a cipher of some sort. What do they mean by tea party? I wonder. Watch out. Oh, shit. It was a T-Rap. No way. How'd they sneak up on us? Goodness, that was a fair bit of sneaking, friends. I take it that's another trick our good friend Lawrence taught you. Oh dear. Shara? I know, something here isn't right. Alright, we'll feint to one side, break one corner of the triangle, and clean up the rest. Can you do it? Just say when. Oh, we're fighting. We're fighting. Alright. Let's see, what do we got? 22. Alright, so we got one with multiple thousands and one. Okay. So we'll go for these guys first. What do we want to do with you? Do we want to do a crafts? Maybe. Actually, can we chain? What does that get us? It doesn't really get us much. We can delay. It's 35 CP though. Nah, let's just go for an attack. Yeah. What you got? Heaven's Kiss. You got Impede. Alright. Just beat him up. I think we'll be alright. I don't have a healer though. We gotta be careful about that. Okay. Chill, man. Alright. Now we gotta go for, we gotta go for this. Alright, Shara's gotta heal. Let's Tira Shara before she dies. Okay, enough of that. Enough of that. Enough of that. La tier. No, we can't reach. Okay, so regular tier. So let everybody heal themselves for a moment. Alright. Now we're better. 600, 400, let's get rid of you. Oh, come on. Alright, one dude's down. Let's heal again. Rude. Very rude. Annalise gets a turn after Shara does. So let's do that. Tara. You. And then we got a crit. Like clockwork, man. It's like fucking clockwork. There's one certainty in life. It's that they will miss their crits. I may have defeated them, but something is terribly wrong here. You think they were on drugs or something? Remember hearing they used something like that to control some thugs in Ruin, I think? Yeah, that was one of the cases Estelle solved. This wasn't like what she described. This was like trying to whip a tree. Aha! What great fun. You aren't half bad, are you? What a treat. Excuse you? Oh. Haha. I am Enforcer number 0, Campanella the Fool. I am but one hand of the Society of Ouroboros. He's back. Or finally decided to step out of the shadows, have we? What exactly are you plotting here, boy? We have the former intelligence men. Where have the former intelligence men gone? Answer me. Haha. I'm sorry. I'm afraid I'm a little more than an observer this time. You're asking the wrong person if you want details about the plan. In fact, I barely know them myself. An observer. Anyway, if you want to attend that tea party, you'd better hurry. I'm not quite sure where it's being held, but it isn't here. Or shall we share some coffee instead and enjoy the dawn together? Kid, you look pretty young. Are you really part of the society? I don't mean to be insulting or anything, but you might want to get away from them. They're bad people. You're very kind, miss. But you know, it's okay to laugh at a fool. That's what he's there for. But worrying about the fool? Now that's quite rude. Huh. Oh shit. They were unconscious. You bracers really are naive. If you really want to defeat someone, you have to break them into pieces. Like so. Oh, Jesus. What have you... How could you? Huh, did I surprise you? It's so easy to break even a well-made toy, isn't it? But I'm afraid that's the end of the Fool's Show for tonight. Farewell. Hopefully I can give you an encore someday. Wait, get back! Oh, you guys got Scooby-Dooed. You guys got so Scooby-Dooed. Shara, I know, honey. At least it was a quick death. I hope they didn't feel anything. Still can't simply leave them like this, though. It'd be barbaric, even more so than what just happened. Annalise, try to find some sheets, alright? I'll handle the rest. Right. What? What on... Shara? I think this arm is fake. But that... Gears, springs, and what look like quartz fragments. Can hardly believe it, but these are... I have a feeling that you're not supposed to be able to see him standing there. he just kind of popped into frame. Archaisms. Orbital machines capable of independent action. Huh? Father Kevin, what are you doing here? She remembers me. There's hope for my love life yet. No, there's not, actually. But since the little lady over there doesn't know, I'm Kevin Graham of the Septian Church. Anyway, you're Sherazard Harvey, if I remember right, and with you is Annalise Elfeed, yeah? I don't suppose you'd be up for swapping some stories, would you? Dude, what do you know, and why do you know it? There they go. Ah. Oh, hey, it's the Sky Bandits. Kyle, you're up. Here I come. Josette. Okay. Joshua. There he is. We finally see him again. Impressive as always, Joshua. You three were impressive too. We defeated them in a single sweep thanks to your combo attack. Cut it out. Flattery will get you nowhere. This is like the 10th group, isn't it? How many more do we need to hunt down? This should be enough. The Royal Army should move soon, so it would probably be best for us to disappear. Right then. Still, just what is the Society trying to do? Why use these dolls dressed up as Richard's goons? That's the real question, though. Where are the rest of the intelligence men? They're probably gone to the tea party in that note. The dolls are likely to distract the army from that and make them think Richard's men are still active here. Makes sense, I guess. Wish we knew what the hell the tea party was. Well, we don't have that much of a reason to help, but... Sure you don't want to crash that tea party? Oh, he knows Estelle's gonna be there. The bracers should be investigating that camp by now. We can leave it to the army and the guild. Yeah, if we left them... Take two. Yeah, we left them... Take three. Yeah, we left them the note and plans. That'll be more than enough. And we're taking care of all these freaking puppet things while the guild's busy. We could just leave the rest to that airhead in her group, right? Sorry. Didn't mean to pick at an old wound or anything. No, you didn't. They have nothing to do with me anymore. Once the tea party begins, the army will be focused on that. We can move once that happens. Right then. Time to get busy. Well, alright then. Giving Sid the report. Precocious children. I see, this report is very thorough. Thank you very much. You investigated this quite well, and I am so tired. My eyes are so baggy, I have not slept. I guess. Still kind of miffed we couldn't find out who sent the letters, to be honest. This is more than enough information for an initial investigation. I doubted we'd uncover the party responsible for the threats at this stage anyway. If anything, this gave me exactly what I needed, information to consider what we might need to defend against. Good to hear. So what's been happening with you guys, with you army guys since then? Finished our initial deployment yesterday. We will be using the villa as a patrol headquarters until the signing ceremony is concluded. So that's why there's so many soldiers out and about. And I'm guessing that's why there were, like, no monsters on the road over here. Conducted an extensive monster hunting sweep this morning. We'll be performing them periodically until the ceremony ends. Too bad you can't do that more often. Well, you have something of a point. Speaking of civilian concerns, about that girl's parents, the ones you mentioned yesterday. Haven't heard any reports that they've gone through any of the regional gate posts. Nuts. Nothing to do but wait, I guess. I'll let the guild know the instant we hear anything. For the moment, you've done fine work in this investigation. Have your payment wired to the guild ASAP. Thanks, Colonel Sid. But, what should we do now? You want us to help with the patrols in the capital once we get back? Well, if you plan on staying in Gransel, I wouldn't turn away the help. I do know you're very busy with other matters, however. I won't insist on you staying. Well, we still have Ren's situation to deal with, so we'll talk to Elnan about it when we get back. Sounds like a plan. Uh-oh. Sir, excuse me, sir. Is there a problem? Yep. Received a phone transmission from headquarters at Leiston. Remnants of the Intelligence Division have been sighted in the Bose region. No, man. No, they haven't. It's just they're fucking dolls, man. They're Scooby-Dooing you. First sighted by some bracers. I'm afraid we don't have all the details on their confrontation yet. However, General Bright has ordered all army stations to stand by at level 2 alert. I suspect we're going to be busy fairly soon. Yeah, no kidding. Back to the guild on the double. Alright, well, let's do a save. I feel like I haven't done one of these at all. It's been almost 2.5 hours and I haven't saved once. Okay. Let's not forget to do that ever again. Estelle. What's up, guys? Estelle, Agate, are you done? It was kind of quick, wasn't it? Did I tell you we just need to turn in a report? Could have just waited at the guild house. Oh, that's mean. I just wanted to stay with you, Estelle. Tita, say something to her. Me? Well, I do want to stay with Estelle all the time, but she has work to do, so I don't want to be selfish. Fine, then. In that case, I'll just have to run off with Estelle myself. You don't get to play, Tita. That's mean. That's so mean. Tita, you're the older girl here, so let it slide, okay? But you two seem really close all of a sudden. I'm not annoying, am I? Oh, come on, sweetie. Like I could ever stop loving you. Well, Tita. Keep making that sad, lonely face. I'm just gonna have to hug you all up. Stop, Estelle. Hey, Tita. Pity hugs are cheating. Yeah. Alright. Gotta go back to the guild house. Old intelligence goons showed up in Bose. But, did they? Or are we getting Scooby-Dooed? Some serious stuff has come up. We need to get back to the guild house. Alright. Let's do it. It'd be fun to play hide and seek with all these soldiers. Stop. Stop being a small child talking about playing hide and seek. It's very horror movie-esque. Alright, so we've got got Estelle, Agate, and Tita, which is the best team in the game, for sure. And then we also have Ren, so we gotta make sure Ren doesn't die as we make our way back. But apparently they've done a monster sweep, so hopefully there won't be any monsters. Hey, isn't that... Oh god. What is the meaning of this? Do you deliberately besmirch me, Dunan von Oslies, rightful heir to the throne? No, your grace, not at all. In fact, this morning we put a plan into motion to slay any monsters along the road to Grancel. You will be completely safe with the allotted escort. That is not the point. An honor guard of a mere 3 men is wholly unacceptable for a man of my stature and importance. I demand at least a full squadron, 10 men. Go. But, your grace... Your grace, please do not demand so much of them. Her Royal Highness has finally given leave for us to return. Please, we should consider ourselves lucky to have received such kindness itself. Silence, Philip. This punishment was the height of injustice to begin with. Given the outrageous grievances levied against me, I should demand nothing less than the whole Royal Guard to meet me. Well, we may not be the entire Royal Guard, but we could go with you if you'd like. Estelle, why would you even? What are you doing, Estelle? You? Miss Estelle. Haven't changed a bit, have you, Duke, old buddy? It's not very Dukely to railroad everyone with your selfishness. Very you, but not very Dukely. How dare you call me buddy, you impertinent nobody! Why are you even here? The villa was to be closed off to the common rabble. Excuse the fuck out of you. Yeah, you see, we had actual work to do here, so going for a walk, old buddy? More than a mere stroll, girl. Prepare to be shocked. Alicia has come to her senses and released me from the unjust punishment which bound me here. The unjust punishment? Wait, they're actually letting you out of house arrest? Indeed, word arrived from Her Royal Highness this morning. She instructed us to depart from the villa and return to Grancel Castle. Oh, brother, the Queen's way too nice. Oh. Well, good for you, I guess. Well, try and keep a clear head so you don't get played a second time, okay? What? And, you know, don't you think you should examine your lifestyle a bit? Kind of a slacker, buddy. Maybe you could start with a bit of exercise. What is it? Did I say something weird? No, it is exactly as you say, Miss Estelle. If His Grace only had a better hold on his life, he would not have been so easily manipulated by Colonel Richard. Allow me to echo your suggestion. Enough of your lectures. Enough of this. I shall not remain here a second longer among such riffraff. We depart for the capital. We just Scooby-Dooed him. Weren't you just going on about not having enough men? No. Come, let's go, men. You're welcome. Mrs. Estelle, it may be an old refrain by now, but thank you. I'm not sure how to express my gratitude. Don't worry about it, but I don't know. I think you really need to drop the hammer a bit more, Philip. I think he's the way he is because nobody's ever really even scolded him, you know? Yes. I don't think he's that rotten deep down, so I think he can still change. Don't you think he just needs a hand? Miss Estelle, your words ring so true. Philip, why are you dawdling with peasants? If you keep loitering, we'll depart without you. Yes, your grace, I shall be but a moment. If you'll excuse me. You know, I think we probably should have gone with them, but... man, you really are something. Huh? Estelle, you're incredible. Estelle, I kind of noticed when we first met, you're kind of, too nice, aren't you? Too nice, huh? If you don't get it, don't sweat it. Let's get back to the capital. Well, okay. I don't know, man. I think she just has a way with people. She has a way of making people's problems feel, like, small and insignificant, and, like, you're actually kind of dumb for worrying about those things. So, like, you know, just get on with it. And it seems to work out pretty well. Alright. So let's get back to the capital. Why am I not, like, dashing? Speed up button. Here we go. Much better. There's no monsters, right? They cleared out all the monsters. So we should just easily be able to just run. This way. In we go. Alright, I feel like there's probably gonna be new side quests, maybe? Oh shit, we have cutscenes, never mind. We're back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Delivered the report, I take it. Mm-hmm. Just received the mission fee. Awesome. Give me the monies. I will take those monies. Yay for Colonel Sid. Yeah, the villa was contacted. Mm-hmm. Sounded like some guild members found them. It was Sherazard and Annalise. Sure was. And discovered a base the Intelligence Division fugitives had been using in the abandoned mine near Ravenue. Fortunately, the base itself had already been abandoned as well by the time they found it. It's where we fought those bandits. Why didn't we think to look there? You said their base was abandoned. Any idea where they went after that? Actually, former Intelligence Special Forces men have been seen all over the Bose region. The border garrison is currently investigating the situation. Should pack it up and head over to Bose to help? No. There's a chance this is simply a distraction. Yeah. Yeah, we as the audience already know it's a distraction. Until we get a request for help from the Bose branch directly, I would prefer not to act rashly. There's another reason for caution as well. It seems the Society has a hand in this. Oh, I'm so surprised. What? Oh, hell. Sherazard and Annalise encountered one of their agents in the abandoned mine. Another enforcer, Campanella the Fool. Son of a... Another one, huh? They also found several strange things in the ruins of the base. Firstly, they discovered plans for something called an Orga, which seems to be some form of orbital-driven vehicle. They also found a memo written in cipher discussing a tea party of some sort. That explains everything and leaves us with no questions. No siree. What do you mean by orbital-driven vehicle? What is it? I'm more concerned about what a tea party could refer to. Guys, you have one fucking job, and it's to watch the lost child. She just walked out of the building. Come on. Cool your heads, guys. The army and our guildmates are working hard over there. I'm sure they'll keep things under control. We'll hear about it soon enough. Exactly. I know it may make you nervous, but please remain in Grancel for the time being. For now, you may do as you please. I'm sure Olivier will appreciate... Yeah. Yeah. Uh-huh. Oh, no. They still haven't even noticed. Where'd Olivier go? Erebonian Embassy called a little while ago. It was Olivier. He said he had a small piece of business to attend to and left. He said he would return quickly. Wonder what that's about. Also, where is the lost child? Where did Ren go? Nobody was watching the lost child. God, you guys are bad at your jobs. Think she got bored with all the talking and went out to play? Talk was getting kind of heavy. I know I'd book it if I was a kid. Well, this isn't good. Darn it. We do need to do something about her if we're going to leave Grancel. I'm going to go look for her. Oh, you think you know where she went? Okay, well, that's good. Alright. Well, we have to have these three, so obviously it's going to be Chloe. Has to be Chloe. We need our healer. Where would I hide if I was a silly little girl? Tita, any ideas? Fucking rude. We went by a lot of places in the Eastern Bloc yesterday. Maybe she's at one of those places. Which places? Department store. I went to the History Museum, and we stopped by the ice cream stand. Alright. Wonderful. Let's drag our little stray back, indeed. Also, we gotta check in on Anton because he's probably... Oh, we got a new sewer monster. May call reinforcements. Lovely. Alright, well, I think I'm gonna go to the sewer and knock out the sewer monster first. And then next time, we'll go ahead and deal with finding Ren. I feel a lot better after bearing my soul in the fevered chase of the sunset. Alright, no point in just lying around here. Won't get anything done. It's time to set off on a journey somewhere. Say dramatic fits Anton perfectly. Oh my god. What's the chick say? Here she is. Life can change a lot depending on who you tie yourself to for it, I'm sure. It's important to check their shoes and watch. Yeah, okay. Jesus. I think you dodged a bullet there, Anton. I think you're fine. But just stop being weird. That's the real thing. Just stop being weird. Alright, where are we? It's a fishing spot. Do I care about the fishing spot? I don't think I do. There's nothing here. Alright, so let's do this. I'm hopeful that this isn't gonna take too long. Fuck. At this rate, it sure will. Rude. Although Tita's gonna get some good experience here, so that's kind of okay. I would like to just take out this sewer monster. Take care of this quest before we end off. Nice. Although, if we're gonna run into all these enemies, might not be ideal. There's so many. Why are there so many? Rude. Nice. Okay. Treasure. As you open the treasure chest, you realize that coming back for more is probably selfish. You decide to leave what remains to others. The hell I do. The hell I do. We got water. Oh, thank you. I needed that. The chest flipped its latch at you. You get the feeling it's not a friendly gesture. I will take 200 water sepith. You best believe. Rude. 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 Fucking rude. Sure did. We sure did it. Alright, we want to go this way? I guess we want to go this way. Alright, let's get to this monster. Clear out these sewers. Oh, these guys blow up. These guys blow up. I know they blow up. I know they blow up. Yeah, they blow up. Alright, so we gotta attack with arts, which I don't want to do with him because he's not very good with arts, but it's alright. I suppose it's fine. Water. Let's use water. You can heal the group. Group heal? Yeah, there we go. Nice. Alrighty. Hi, bud. It's a lot of them. Don't love it. Oh, they're just immune to that. Okay. So none of that, clearly. Okay. Level up for Tita. Good stuff. We like to see that. Alright. I don't really care for fighting you guys. I'm gonna be honest. You're not really my favorite. Let's check down here. Hoping this is a dead end. It is. This is... Alright. We haven't had a monster chest in a while, so I'm always wary of... I think I made that happen. Pretty sure I manifested that. What are you weak to? You're weak to just getting stabbed with a sword. That's what you're weak to. There we go. Good stuff. What do we get? Crystal heals. Okay. Open the chest to find the familiar sight of nothing. Oh, how you've missed this. Alright, crystal heals. Yeah. Good for Estelle. Also, we got what, Gemini shoes or whatever? No, we don't want speed down. Never want speed down. You have Gemini boots also. Gemini boots are not for men. Okay. Alright. So we want to go... Yikes. Need a sorcerer's ring. Alright. This place is quite labyrinthine. I don't care much for it. I'm gonna go this way. Or this way. Let's go this way first. This way or this way? I don't know. Let's go all the way down to the bottom and start at the bottom. Oh no, this is not ideal. Oh no, this is good. This is good. Oh, it can't be moved. Oh. Well, shit. Yeah, well, now I can't do this. So that doesn't help me at all. Now does it? So much for that. I guess we're going this way now. Alright, what's over here? Oh, that's the guy. Okay, hold on. That's the guy. Let's do a save. And let's fight him. Oh, that did nothing. Alright. What we need to do first is cry. That doesn't do much at all. Man, this is not great. I don't like this at all, as it turns out. Shouldn't have done that. I was casting magic. I just interrupted myself. Not great. Although if Agate... Yeah, I was going to say, if Agate's going to keep getting hit, that's kind of okay. Alright. Crits. She can't really crit very well, but we can do... Just hits one. That's not great. She can chain. She can't chain. Never mind. Alright, fine. Just cast magic. Stone Impact. On the biggest amount of things. And then you can cast... Other than wind, do you have... You don't. Alright. Alright, you can cast healing on Agate. Don't do that. Don't do that. No. What arts do you have? Stone Impact again? I really miss having Olivier here. Yeah, go for that. It's fine. Nice. Rude. These guys are not, like, immune to wind, so we can put one of these right here. Not bad. Let's go with another Stone Impact. Yeah, go over here and, like, start chopping this guy up. I really need you guys to stop being annoying about things. Alright. True Hurricane. That didn't do anything. That didn't do anything. You got to impede. Can you impede? Oh. That's okay. That actually ended up being okay. Alright. He's confused, which is good for me. There we go. These guys are blinded, which is fine. We can go ahead and aerial over here. That's not great. You need to Stone Impact over here. You need to shoot these guys. I know they're gonna blow up. It's fine. I'll just take the damage. Okay, we're good. Everything's good. It's all good. Nailed it. Good stuff. Monster exterminated. Monster dealt with. They wouldn't. They wouldn't. They fucking wouldn't. As you close the chest, gives you a sad look. It wishes it had something more for you too. How do I get that chest? Why? Where's that one? I feel like I'm missing something there. Oh, Shining Palm. I don't have Olivier. Fuck. No, Olivier is gonna make this tough. Oh, there we go. Now this is gonna be the most overkill I've ever seen. Yeah, there we go. Unbelievable. Alright, that path is actually open. Which means we gotta do it, right? Maybe we'll do it next time. I don't know. It's getting a bit late. Jesus. Rude. Fuck. Nothing in here? Boring. Alright, so, like, how much of this are we really doing? Let's keep going. Let's keep going. Why not? Why not? Hey, bud. Rude. Don't do that. Don't do that. Hate to do that on a regular enemy, but Jesus. Alright, let's just get some tier. Let's get some La tier. Let's get another La tier going. And maybe another La tier going. There we go. I feel a little bit better about myself now. Hey, bud. Okay. Got tier bomb. Chest is empty, but if you keep opening and closing the lid, it looks like it's talking. That it does. Here we go. I was hoping we'd get this chest. It's just sitting there waiting for me. Edelgarders. Looking deep into the back of the chest, you see a tiny handwritten note that you didn't notice previously. It reads, "Please do not take." Well, too bad, because I'm taking. Edelgarders. Men only? Men only. Alright, well, it's certainly not going to be for him. Alright, let's keep on keeping on. Oh, this room. There's so much going on here, man. Take this thing out first. Yeah, nice. Nice. Long barrel too. Like it. Just better than the others. Why? Secret. I'll tell you if you put what you took back inside. That's you thought you were gonna get me, but you're not getting me. You're not getting me. It's mine. Finders keepers. I'm fighting the guys that blow up. Can't make me. You can't make me do it. Oh. What is this? In modern Trails games, you would get an achievement for doing that. Where the fuck am I? Where the fuck am I? Alright. This better be worth it. This Better be worth it. It's gonna be a monster chest. Of course it is. Of course it's gonna be a monster chest. Why wouldn't it be a monster chest? Yep. They're gonna meet their doom. They sure are preparing to meet their doom. Don't do that. Don't do that. Attack this thing. Fuck. Fuck you. Actually, fuck you. We definitely gotta take care of these guys. Tita's gonna get blown up. Yikes. Aqua Bleed. Rude. Okay, good. Good shit. What do we get? Holy Cloth. The first human to ever take something from me. I'm so excited. Alright, Holy Cloth. Who's that for? Estelle. Lowers her speed. Rude. Lowers her agility by a lot, which I don't like. I guess it's fine for Tita. Alright, I think that's everything, right? Is that everything? Have we been everywhere now? Let's make sure we save. Hold on. Okay. This is into the castle, which I don't want to do. Is there not another way to go over here? Just want to make sure I've been everywhere. Been that way, been that way. The only place I haven't been is over on this side, which is a dead end. Okay. You know what? I don't have time for this. Alright, so let's just go up to the castle. Just make sure that there's nothing else there that we need to see or get or whatever. And we should be good. Because this still has like... Yeah, I was going to say, this is still like a room. It's going to have possibly treasures and stuff in it. And once we get through here, we will stop for the night. I know, like... We're going way long, but I did this to myself and I have to reap what I sow. So, yeah. That's how that goes. There's more treasures. Silly me thinking anything in a Trails game could be quick. It's not how we do things here. Hey, dude. Okay. Treasure. Just in case it's a battle. It is not. It is a decent treasure chest. Chest is empty. Why don't you fill it with something? Come on, come right in. No, that sounds like a trap. Completely blocked and impassable. Alright, well, guys. I'm going to get out of this sewer on my own. But we're going to wrap up here for the night. So thank you guys so much for watching, whether you're watching live here on Twitch or after the fact on the Twitch VODs, or after the fact on the YouTube VODs. However you are watching, thank you very much. Greatly appreciate it. So the next stream, I gotta figure this for a second, because I think next week is gonna be normal, right? Next week is, yeah, the 18th. That should be fine. So the next stream will be Monday the 18th, 7 p.m. Eastern Time, till about 9:30-ish. And we will continue here where we left off. I will get out of the sewer as soon as I'm done streaming. I will return to the above ground, and then we will pick up from there on Monday. We have to go look for Ren. So, Lost Child is lost again, because we're bad at our jobs. So we gotta fix that. So I hope you're excited for that. I know I am. I will see you then. Good night.